Imagine undergoing surgery and walking away with nothing more than a thin line on your skin. No bleeding, no gaping wound, and minimal scarring. This simple outcome is possible because of a 4,000-year-old invention, sutures. Whether we've had a cut, a surgery, or even dental work, most of us have benefited from sutures. And until I started working in surgical services, I didn't realize how complex and important they are. Sutures are more than simple stitches. They are carefully engineered medical tools that promote healing, prevent complications, and support positive surgical outcomes. Sutures are defined as medical threads that are used to approximate tissue. This means that they bring the edges of wound together to support healing. They also temporarily support the body while it repairs itself. Suture materials can be broken down into two categories. The first kind, absorbable sutures, are designed to naturally break down in the body and are most commonly used for internal tissues to avoid the need to reopen surgical wounds. We also have non-absorbable sutures made from materials like nylon, propylene, or silk. These can remain indefinitely until they are removed. They are commonly used to close skin or to provide long-term support for anatomical structures, such as the shoulder joint or possibly the bowels. There are four characteristics of suture material. One is tensile strength. Can the suture hold tissue and not break? Knot security. Will the knot stay or come undone over time? Tissue reactivity. Does the material cause irritation to the organ or surrounding tissue? And four, handling qualities. Is it stiff or malleable? Surgeons have many decisions to make when planning out a case. Multiple layers and types of tissues can be involved in one single procedure, with each one needing its own specific approach regarding size, needle type, and strand composition. There are three main categories that surgeons consider. First is suture construction. It can be a monofilament, a single strand that resists infection but is rigid and harder to handle, or multifilament, braided sutures that are easier to tie and handle but may harbor bacteria within the braid. Second consideration is needle type. Tapered needles, tapered needles are gentler with the rounded point and are used for delicate internal structures. They spread tissue rather than cut it, while cutting needles are designed for tougher tissues such as skin. They have sharp edges that slice through tissue easily. Finally, reverse cutting needles have the cutting edge on the outer curve. This reduces the risk of tearing. Lastly, suture size measures the diameter of the thread. They range from very fine, considered a 10-0, to a much heavier 5. The size of sutures depends on tissue being fixed. Finer sutures are used for eyes or small arteries, while size 5 is used to support major joints or bone breaks. As I've said, surgeons use sutures to solve many problems. Some are temporary intraoperative fixes to achieve a goal, while others are long-term solutions to chronic issues throughout the body. These amazing tools support healing and prevent complications. They do this by promoting proper wound healing. The sutures hold tissue in place long enough for collagen to form and strengthen the wound, allowing the body to use its natural functions to mend itself. This minimizes scarring by keeping tension on the surgical site itself. Sutures also prevent bleeding and infection, and the proper use of sutures help achieve hemostasis, or the cessation of bleeding, by tying off vessels or restructuring large organs. Additionally, properly closed wounds reduce the risk of contamination and an infection post-surgery, with some sutures coated in antibiotics to reduce infection rates. Lastly, education is very important. Surgeons are instructed on many techniques and factors, such as spacing, knot security, and tension. These all influence healing outcomes as well. Today, we explored what sutures are, the materials and needle types used, and how sutures support healing and prevent complications. Sutures may look like simple threads, but they do represent centuries of medical innovation and remain one of the most essential tools in modern healthcare. Now you'll know just how much science, consideration, and skill went into making your scar nearly invisible.